We're Jenna and Jeremy.
After 14 months of RV life, we sold the RV and booked a one-way flight to travel the world.
Follow our adventures as we explore more of our incredible planet Earth.
Don't forget to press that subscribe button and turn on post notifications for weekly travel videos.
You can find us on Instagram and TikTok, Quench Your Adventure. Now on to the good stuff.
Welcome back to the Quench Your Adventure YouTube channel. Today's episode is all about our time in Quito, Ecuador. After 2 incredible weeks in Colombia, a country that was not part of our original plan, it's time for Ecuador, which we've been planning on visiting for many months, but had to hold off due to getting COVID in Costa Rica and Ecuador requiring a PCR test to enter.
Oh my gosh, what time are you setting the alarm?
2:15 in the mañana.
Oh boy, and it's 9 o'clock at night and we have to leave at 2 in the morning.
Let's go to bed.
It says that checkout is at 1 p.m. but we're checking out at 2 a.m. Waiting for the ride. Wow, we are really surprised that the bakery is open right now. Might have to snag a snack to save for later when we're actually hungry. Don't really want to eat at 2 in the morning.
Is fastened and adjusted. Your seat back in upright position. The window shade open. The carry-on luggage entry.
Quito is the capital of Ecuador, and it's actually the highest constitutional capital in the world at about 2,850 meters or 9,350 feet above sea level. It's also UNESCO's first ever World Cultural Heritage City, a very well-preserved old city full of architectural beauty. Before we get into our things to do, let's take a quick tour of our Airbnb situated just a couple blocks from Independence Square or Plaza Grande. We just arrived. We'll be here for a week. Just finished up breakfast, which is actually included with the Airbnb. The second B in air-bedded breakfast, which is always nice and not that typical these days, it feels like, with Airbnb at least. But yeah, nice little room here for the week. It was extremely affordable. Nothing luxurious, but very nice. We've got a good spot here to work. I'm sure we'll spend plenty of time there this week trying to catch up on things. A couple of extra beds that won't really be necessary. We've got our bed here, TV behind you, a couple nice decorations. Sort of like a little kitchenette. Won't be doing much of that. Probably going out since it's so cheap here. And then a nice little bathroom there. So there you go. We're gonna head out and explore a bit. See ya. First up, Independence Square or Plaza Grande. This is a very lively area at the heart of the city. It's a place for protests, parades, people watching, and plenty more.
Definitely interesting place to be. I'm trying not to look super obvious that I'm taking a video because I'm going to flip the camera around and show this little kid. I just gave him $1, nothing, but he asked to shine my shoes, and I swear this kid can't be more than like 12. I don't know. I mean, I respect the hustle. All right, so I asked the kid. He is 10 years old. It's a nice reminder that I grew up with a pretty easy life. Who knows, if he's making money for his family or if he's saving up for something, no clue really, but there's kids even younger than him that are out here helping their parents, holding bags of produce and stuff. Definitely makes me appreciate that I had a relatively easy upbringing, all things considered.
Number 2, Pasaje Arzobispal. This is a shopping and dining plaza just next to the main square. Number 3 is trying new foods.
So on today's menu, we have an Ecuadorian dumpling green plantain soup. Oh my! There's meat and there's corn in it too, and some vegetables.
Corn, maíz, sopa, soup, and
Pescado.
arroz,
Yeah,
tostada. Try Mora ice cream. This is the Ecuadorian blackberry flavored ice cream and it pairs well with vanilla. We stumbled upon it while walking around, but we think we were either at Himalaya Restaurante Colonial Quito or Deli Gourmet del Tío. Either way, go for a walk and I'm sure you'll stumble upon some. People love to drive by and grab a cone out the window as well. Number 4, Iglesia de Santo Domingo. There's a nice plaza here and you'll likely see some pigeons. The church is free to enter, and for us Americans, seeing these old, intricate, elaborate churches is always a treat. We enjoy taking a few minutes to say our prayers and reflect on how grateful we are to be traveling the world. Mambo number 5, Basílica del Voto Nacional. This Roman Catholic church is about a 10-minute walk from the main square. It was built in the late 1800s with spires reaching 240 feet high. You can pay just a few bucks to enter the church and it was well worth it. The stained glass and high columns are so impressive. The best part for me is being able to actually climb the stairs and ladders up into the spires, offering you some great views over the rest of the church and the big city. The basilica is technically unfinished, and local legend says when it's completed, the end of the world will come. Number 6, Parque Julio Matovelle. We stumbled upon this just a couple blocks from the basilica and it was really entertaining. These guys take their sports seriously and I saw some pretty old guys playing really hard. And remember, we're at like 9,000 feet of elevation and I could definitely feel it on my jogs around the city. So much respect to these Ecuadorians. Number 7, El Panecillo. This old volcanic hill has a huge statue of the Virgin of Quito at its summit. It's very striking and an interesting place to come walk around for a few hours. And if you come hungry, which we did not, there are a bunch of vendors here, and if you really want to try some local cuisine, they cook and serve guinea pigs here. For our longer journeys around Quito, we used Uber, which was somewhat reliable. Number 8, the TelefériQo Cable Car.
We are going to be taking the gondola ride up to the top of where you can see the volcano, and there's cafes, there's the swing, there's alpaca.
So you can truly take this to the summit. It's gonna be 15,407 feet. That's the highest we've ever been.
So we made it to the top and we just enjoyed some of the swings and the views, and they also have a little palapa restaurant here where you can eat at the picnic tables. They have some horses and alpacas and some really nice pretty views of the fog, but also of the volcano and mountains.
On the way back to the city, the driver had a pamphlet offering transportation to various places in the area. We decided to hire him to take us to our number 9 Papallacta Hot Springs. We had 2 friends visiting and we split the $100 cost 4 ways. The hot springs are just under an hour and a half from the historic center of Quito, and you'll want to spend at least a couple hours here. The drive is really nice, and there are a bunch of bear crossing signs because the spectacled bear is frequently seen in this area, but unfortunately, we didn't get lucky. The cost is $9 per person to enter, and we went after our day trip to Cotopaxi, so it was especially relaxing. They have lockers, changing rooms, snacks, drinks, so just pack a bag of what you need and enjoy your day. Back to the city for number 10, Parque La Carolina. This is a huge park filled with locals just living their lives, and it's a nice place to walk around. A few blocks away is number 11, the CERES Cereal Cafe. This place feels like my childhood. Pick your bowl size, cereal, toppings, and type of milk. They also have a ton of other offerings such as this beautiful smoothie bowl and this big stack of pancakes topped with Nutella, bananas, strawberry, and whipped cream. Wow. Number 12 is our day trip to Cotopaxi National Park. The park is over 2 hours from Quito, so if we had more time, we would have loved to stay somewhere nearby to allow for a longer visit. That said, this was still totally worth the $50 per person. Our guide was a really awesome Ecuadorian lady with great energy. We hiked up to the Refugio where people stay overnight before summiting the impressive 19,350-foot volcano. The Refugio is over 16,000 feet, which is higher than we've ever been. I wouldn't recommend doing this on your first or second day in Ecuador unless you're used to this kind of elevation. We also saw a cool fox on the way out. Lastly, number 13 on our list, book a flight to the Galapagos. Expect a lot of awesome videos to come because we loved our time in the Galapagos, and Quito, of course, is the jumping off point to get there. You could also fly to the Galapagos from Guayaquil. Thank you so much for watching our 13 things to do in Quito, Ecuador. We loved our time in this city. Please like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.